Hi, this is a new situation that we will be covering. This situation is slightly more challenging than the others that I already showed you, but if you use the method that we used in the other videos as well, then you will manage this surely. So I made a start again, and this is my row 0 with the color 2, the white, and this is my row 1A. And before we close it now, we have it says that it has to be at the front, row 1A, and so we put this on the back. And well, I will take my hook out, and then I will first add my stitch markers to the corners. So pay attention again that these first 4 chains of the next row are already made, and that they are on the right side of the middle part with color 1. So let's do this. By the way, this is also covered in my ebook, and this is situation 2A in my ebook, and we will also be using it in my call. And you know now that we have to close the ring, but we first have to see where color 2 has to go. This time it says that color 2 has to be at the back. So, and you will probably notice already that there is no interaction between these 2 layers of color. So let's first close this. 1, 2, 3. And we will add the last marker to this, and like in the previous videos, I always look at where my first 4 chains are, and then I put my marker on the right side of it in this circle. So, well, you see here that actually these 2 layers are completely loose from each other except for the markers. And in this situation that will continue a little bit more. So let's now move on to row 1B. We will now do row 1B, and we first have to put our color 1 to the right side. And this time it says color 1 to the front. And surprise, surprise, that means that there will still be no connection between the 2 layers. But with the help of the markers, we will pretend that there is some interaction. And we work back stitches at each side. So back 2 times. So we will do our first, or our second, because we already did the first on this side, and then we will do our corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will work behind the red. And do our in-between chain. And now I will make another connection between these 2 corners, the new corners we just made and the corner of the previous row. And I will remove that. Then I will go to my next corner and work at the back again. So, and do our next double crochet at the back on the next side, and then again, and then yeah, I find it more easy sometimes, especially in this situation, to first add a new marker and then remove the old one, because yeah, it's a bit wobbly at the moment. And then we go do our second double crochet at this side, first one at the corner of the green, 1 2 3 4, and then I work after the green marker, and don't forget your in-between chains. So and then we go to the last corner, and I see we have some loose ends hanging in the way a bit, so I will first do my double crochet here, 1 2 3 4, and like always with color 2, I don't have to get past color 1, so I can simply close the round and I will also reconnect the marker here. So what is important now, that when you look here at the back, that it's kind of messy, and oh, I forgot to remove my old green marker. Let's take that out. That these stitches, they go everywhere. You see that on this side we have those double crochets here, and here we should have that hole that we can see the double crochet through. So what I always do is I move the corner stitches a bit to each other, and I kind of reveal the place where we can see the double crochet here on this side. So let's move that a little bit, and that really helps. So straighten it a little bit. So let's move on to row 2A. I will do now row 2A, and first I will do the situation like it is described in my ebook. And in my ebook it says that I have to do front, back and corner. Well, I already did the front here, and then I will do my back stitch here. And well, this is a lucky situation because now we have some connection between the two layers. And I will continue this row, and then on the sides it says back, front, back. So back, front, back, and I will explain a little bit about, well, doing that middle double crochet. 1 2 3 4. I will first do my back. Well, this time it is easy to do our front stitch here because our stitch is already at the front, so I can work right into here. But suppose that we would have to do 3 back double crochets on this side, then you would have to work through this hole and then pick up here. So that is why it is important to straighten everything out, so your double crochet here is already positioned correctly through the right hole at the back. But okay, this time the pattern says that we have to work at the front, so let's do that. And do one back stitch again and work on the right side of the green. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then work on the other side of the green marker. Back, front. You see that this slides a little bit because the white can slide over that middle ring. It's not positioned in a specific stitch. Back, front, back, and then we are at our purple marker again. So this is the last corner, and then it says we have to do back one time, and then we have to get past that color 2, and it says in the ebook that it has to be put to the front. So let's do that, and then close our circle. So of course it depends on the pattern that you will be making if you have to put it to the front or the back, but the written directions are very clear about it. And so this is the way it is done in my ebook, and I will now take this row out again and do the version that we will be using in my call, because that is a little bit more challenging. So I will get back to you when I've done that. Okay, so now we will do the version that we will be using in the call, and it has says that we have to do front 2 times and then the corner. So let's do that. Second double crochet at the front in the corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see again that there is still no connection between these 2 layers again. So positioning our markers is still very important. So we have to do 3 at this side. So this is number 1. So I will take my red marker here, and I will position my, or connect my newly made corner to the white corner, and take my previous one out. Then I will do a front stitch into the next double crochet, and I go to the corner again with my yellow marker. So this was number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here I will finish my corner, my in between chain, and then again connect the newly made corner to the white corner. So I will continue doing this for all sides and all corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. green one, put it through here and take up that white corner. And then the last one, first finish this side of course. And we are working with color 1, so we have to position our color 2 to the right position here, and now we have to put this to the front. So that's nice because this is actually the first thing, and I forgot to do my front double crochet. Of course I had to do that first, and then I have to position my color 2, and always remember that this is our middle position, and here is our are the first 4 chains of the next row. So if it's all still wobbly like this, then always remind this. And now we have to put our color 2 to the front, so let's do that. And we will now close our round. So you see, like I said, it's all a bit wobbly, and then it's again nice to position that corner stitches and move them a little bit towards each other in the corners, because that will position that the double crochets on the back a little bit better. And I promise you, I don't have many situations in my call where we have to work through situations like this, so it's only a couple of times that we have to do this. So through these holes, you can see here that we have those 2 double crochets here on the side, on the back side here, and it's nice to have them show up through these holes. So that is why I'm kind of positioning them correctly all around, because it's just helpful when you have to work through that next row. So this time I will show you an extra row, and that will be row 2B. Row 2B starts with color 1 to the back. So this is color 1, that goes to the center, and we put it to the back. And then we have to do front 2 times, back 1 times, and then a corner. So our first is at the front. Then we take a look at where our next double crochet is, that's here. And we also do a front stitch here. Then we have to do 1 back, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, now we do have some connection between these 2 layers of crochet. And then we have to do back 1 time, front 2 times, back 1 time, then a corner again. So again we start at the back here, and now we have to work through these holes here, so that's why it's good to have that already positioned correctly. So here is our first double crochet. Again, I will turn it over a bit. Here we have 2 double crochets here at the back, and the first one we will be doing through this hole, and the second one will be through this hole. You know, if you have done interwoven crochet, that it's very important to work through the right holes, and then we get to the corner again. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, I didn't reconnect the corners here with a new marker. If you feel like it, that you need this, then please do so, but since there is connection between the 2 rows, well, it's not actually necessary, but please do as you like if you feel more certain about it, because that's just important that you feel certain how you work. So let's take a look. Here we have these 2 double crochets here at the back, and have them positioned at the right holes here of the green. So we have to do a front again. We did a back at the corner, then we have to do 2 at the front. So here is our next double crochet, and work at the front and do the back at the corner again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Work at the other side of the marker, back, and then again see where to grab this double crochet of the previous row, and here is our next double crochet. And like always, I work at the sides, because for this work it's just better to position your crochets, your double crochets on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so here's our last corner at the purple marker, and then we have to do back 1 on this side, and this is our color 2, so we don't get past color 1, and then we can simply close our round. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will remove the markers now. To show you how it looks. So here is the front, and here is the back, and you see that it slides a little bit, so you can always neaten this a little bit by taking the stitches to the right place. So you see, it's all very neat now. So this was a more challenging situation, but you see, if you just follow the way of working that we used for all the other blocks, it just works out fine, and you only need it to have your markers on a little bit longer, and you had to position your stitches a little bit to the right place, but that was the only difference compared to the other blocks. So well, then we will go to our next video with another situation.